Hi everyone, my name is Jazmin Mejia and my presentation is on section 1.2, Change in Unexpected Developments by Sarah Baase on the book A Gift of Fire. This is a chapter outline for section 1.2, Change in Unexpected Developments. We're going to be going over connections, e-commerce, free stuff, artificial intelligence, and tools for disabled people. Beginning with cell phones. In the 1990s, few people had cell phones, and in 2007, Apple introduced the iPhone and phones got smart. Within very few years, people all over the world use phones rather than PCs or laptops as their connection to the internet. Cell phone makers and service providers develop new features and services, adding cameras, video, web connections, and location detection. Cell phones became a common tool for conversations, messaging, taking pictures, downloading music, checking email, playing games, and etc. The problems with this was that talking on the phone while driving a car increases the risk of an accident, and some states prohibit use of handheld phones while driving, and a lot of drivers ignore the ban. Also, people use their cell phones in inappropriate places, disturbing others. And the fact that so many people carry small cameras everywhere affects their privacy in public and non-public places. More unanticipated uses include location tracking, sexting, life-saving medical apps, and malicious data stealing apps, which is a privacy invasion by data theft. The definition of kill switches is the act in which a company such as Amazon or Apple may remotely delete apps from phones. An example of this was soon after Amazon began selling electronic books for its Kindle ebook readers, the company discovered that a publisher was selling books in Amazon's online stores that it did not have the legal right to sell in the US. Amazon deleted the books from its store and from people who had bought them and refunded their payments. In 2011, a software developer discovered malicious code in an app for Android phones, and Google quickly removed the app from its store and from more than 250,000 phones. Currently, the operating systems for smartphones, tablets, and some computers have kill switches. However, the companies do not disclose much information about them, and the main purpose is for security reasons. In social networking, Facebook was one of the first social networking sites that many adults quickly discovered the benefits of personal and business use. Social networks are enormously popular with hundreds of millions of people because of the ease with which they can share so many aspects of their lives and activities with their families, friends, coworkers, and the public. Social networking has become the new way of communicating, and researchers found that people use social networks mostly to keep in touch with friends and family because it's easy and the frequent contact enhances relationships, empathy, and a sense of community. The problems with this is that friends and ex-boyfriends post pranks and embarrassing material, and stalkers and bullies stalk and bully. Protesters organize demonstrations and revolutions. Social networking brought us more threats to privacy and a steady stream of updates on the trivial details of people's lives. And young people who spend a lot of time on social network do poorly in school and have behavioral problems. Email was first used mostly by computer scientists, but as more people and businesses connected to computer networks, the use of email expanded to millions of other people. People worldwide still send several million emails daily, and that's not counting spam. And the web has grown from an idea to a huge library and news source, a huge shopping mall, an entertainment center, and a multimedia global forum in less than one generation. Today, there are billions of web pages. The web gives us access to information and access to audiences unimaginable a generation ago. E-commerce. In the 1990s, the idea of commercial websites horrified web users. A few businesses and a few young entrepreneurs recognized the potential and benefits of online commerce. Among the earliest traditional businesses on the web, UPS and FedEx allowed customers to check the status of their packages, Amazon.com, founded in 1994, started selling books on the web and became one of the most popular, reliable, and user-friendly commercial sites. And many web-based businesses followed Amazon, creating new business models such as eBay with its online auctions. Online sales in the United States now total hundreds of millions of dollars a year. The benefits of this is that more products and sellers in less time and without burning gas. Auction sites give people access to customers they could not have found efficiently before. The ease of comparison shopping on the web brought down prices of a variety of products, and small businesses and individual artists sell on the web without paying big fees to middlemen and distributors. The problems with this is trust. People were reluctant to give their credit card numbers on the web, and as online sales increased, competition led traditional stores to adopt some of the practices of e-commerce, such as consumer-friendly return policies. Free stuff. For our computers, we can get free email programs and email accounts, browsers, filters, word processors, spreadsheets, free software to manipulate photos and video, and anti-spam software, and etc. We can also find free game playing programs. There are free dating services on the web. Major music festivals offer their concerts for free on the internet. Craigslist is one of the most popular websites in the world, with its free to people who place ads and people who read them. We can read news from all over the world for free. We can store our personal photographs, videos, and other files online for free. And MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google, Bing, and Yahoo are all free programs. Moving on to artificial intelligence. The definition is a branch of computer science that makes computers perform tasks we normally are used to think of as requiring human intelligence. It includes playing complex strategy games such as chess, language translation, making decisions based on large amounts of data, and understanding speech. Applications include reading, handwriting, matching fingerprints, and matching faces in photos. Search engines use artificial intelligence techniques to select search results. And finally, speech recognition is now a common tool for hundreds of applications. For example, the iPhone's Apple Siri. Robots are mechanical devices that perform physical tasks traditionally done by humans, or tasks that we think of as human-like activities. Robotic machines have been assembling products in factories for decades. They work faster and more accurately than people can. Robotic milking machines milk hundreds of thousands of cows at dairy farms, and McDonald's and other fast food sellers use robotic food preparation systems to reduce cost and speed service. How do robots walk, climb stairs, and dance? Tiny motion sensing and gravity sensing devices collect status data. Complex software interprets the data and determines the necessary motions and then sends signals to motors. The Wii game console, whose controller detects the user's motion, and motion detectors in smartphones brought motion sensing applications to millions of consumers. Its sensors detect temperature, acceleration, and stress in materials, and sensors in agricultural fields report on moisture, acidity, helping farmers to avoid waste and to use no more fertilizer than needed. Tools for disabled people. One of the most heartwarming applications of computer technology is the restoration of abilities, productivity, and independence to people with physical disabilities. Some computer-based devices assist disabled people in using ordinary computer applications that other people use, such as web browsers and word processors. For people who are blind, computers equipped with speech synthesizers read aloud what a sighted person sees on the screen. Prosthetic devices such as artificial arms and legs have improved from heavy, dumb wood to lighter materials with analog motors, and now to highly sensitive and flexible digitally controlled devices that enable amputees to participate in sports and fly airplanes. Wrapping up. Long before computers, people communicated by letters and telephone before text messages, email, and Twitter. and people socialized before social networking sites. The web changed from mostly an academic community to a world market in little more than a decade. They have deeply changed how we interact with other people, what we can accomplish, and how others can intrude into our relationships and activities. The main issue here is privacy invasion by data theft and location tracking. In conclusion, since the web, social networking, cell phones, and other electronic devices keep us connected to other people and to information all day virtually everywhere, it would benefit society if there were laws and regulations enforced to protect the web users' privacy rights with enhanced security. In order to enhance security, all web browsers should be mandated to comply with the login security features to safeguard the web user's personal information, such as personal address, phone number, and credit card information. A potential future issue related to this might be that web users might not have a lot of free services offered due to the demand in privacy and security features.